Well, we're going to name Jack Plummer the starting quarterback for Game 1. I think he's earned it. He worked extremely hard. He's got great leadership skills. He wants to win. He wants to put in the work. His teammates respect him. I think he'll compete and battle and fight for the job. At the same time, we think we have a capable quarterback room. Coach Jeff Brohm does a great job with those guys, and we have numerous guys that can go in the game at any point, at any time, and I know they'll be ready for that.
What did Jack do to really separate himself during camp and whenever you made the decision?
I think Jack's done a good job of becoming more consistent on making good decisions, making accurate throws. He, without question, is a great leader. He wants to win. He cares. His teammates respect him. He gives us some athleticism as well, which he has to utilize when he's out there, whether it's a design run or whether it's a scramble that has to happen to get some yards or buy some time to make a play. And making good decisions and leading the team for scores is the most important thing. But he's had a good camp. He wants to win. He has experience for us, and he knows that we have a very capable quarterback room, and that all those guys want to play. And every year we've been here, we've normally played more than once, so they all got to be ready to go.
How big of a factor was that mobility in terms of, obviously you've spoken a lot about it, the importance of the quarterback position? Was that a pretty big difference maker between the two?
Well, that's a plus for Jack, is he does have athleticism. He can extend plays. He has that ability to do that, and he has to do it. And I told him that numerous times, that we've got to get 4 to 6 carries out of you a game, whether they're design runs or whether they're scrambles, and you've got to get us yards, and you've got to make positive plays, and you've got to extend it, allow our receivers to get open, and be able to do that consistently. That's important to do. I think in today's college football, to have balance, you have to have some type of threat at the quarterback position, and he's done a good job this fall camp at some of the things we're doing.
Just the threat of a quarterback running, what can that do for your offense? How much does that potentially open up things for you guys?
We feel that it has to be an option, and we have to utilize it. And taking care of the football when that's being done, protecting yourself when you do run, get yards, get positive plays, but get down when you have to. But yet, if the down and distance requires you to go get the first down, that's what you have to do. So Jack is a capable runner. He's done a good job, like I said, this fall camp. And some of the things we've asked him to do. Our other quarterbacks have done a good job with that as well. That needs to be an important part of the offense. And some games will be utilized more than others, depending on how the game is going. But that's an important piece, and everything matters. And even guys that aren't extremely mobile, they got to be able to buy time and move around, slide around, and make throws. So whoever goes in there, I think they understand that at any point during the course of the game, things aren't going to go exactly the way you want. You've got to be able to adjust and make plays.
Obviously, it's going to be a priority offensively for you to invigorate your running game a little bit. Just the more dimensions you have, do you see value in having the possibility of it coming from all sorts of different places too?
Yes, we think the quarterback position has to have that threat with the ball in his hands, and the defense has to honor him and respect him, and it's something that we've got to always have in the game plan, the arsenal, on any down and distance, but definitely critical situations like around the end zone and third downs, and so we need to be strategic with it, and our guys need to be good with the football, and we need to execute it.
How much more prepared were the quarterbacks this year to kind of put their best feet forward here because they had an actual offseason this year? You feel
this was a close competition, and we had basically 4 guys that really, when we graded our guys each and every day, it was very close, and it fluctuated a little bit here and there, and when it came down to the end, it was still extremely close. And so we feel good that position has worked hard. It has improved. Obviously, you got to prove it in the game, but I think they know that if their opportunity comes, it's going to be up to them to go out there and be prepared and be ready to go and prove that you can execute and help your team score. But I do think that all of our quarterbacks are great young men. They get along well. They respect each other. They want to help the team win, and that's exactly what we need.
How does the rest of the room go? I mean, who's number 2? Who's number 3? Have you determined that?
Well, we want to make sure we have a couple packages with some different quarterbacks, and at any point in time, any of those guys can go in. So, they obviously have their strengths. Aiden is a very accurate passer. He's played for us. He has moxie. He's got some gamemanship to him. He's very poised under pressure. Austin Burton has some traits similar to Jack, where he's got some athleticism. He can move around and make plays. He's mastered the offense better this fall, and he's right there at the cusp. And then even Michael Lamo had a little injury with his toe that set him back the last couple of weeks, but was really performing well. And while he's young, the rate at which he improved was great to see. So we're looking forward to hopefully at some point, let him showcase what he can do.
Something you could have taken right up to the game if you wanted. Is it important for you to put it out there so your team knows who they're getting behind and all that stuff?
Well, I think that
Not that they don't know on the practice field.
I think that as you get to practice and first team reps and who gets the most reps, our team kind of probably understood where we were at. We had 2 solid scrimmages where the performances dictated what we were doing. This past scrimmage was a good performance by our quarterbacks and by our offense, so that was good to see, where the previous one was not as good. Practice has gone well with most of those guys. I think Jack has the confidence of the team. He wants to go out there and compete and win, and he really cares about his teammates and about this football team. So I anticipate him playing well.